So here's the thing, if you're a lover. If you're a statesman, a founder, a religious leader, if you're someone who advises people who move masses, if you're someone who moves the mass themselves, if you're a leader, if you're a leader of leaders, there are certain things that simply don't stay private for you. The thing is, your decisions become infrastructure. Your will doesn't have the potential to become reality. It quite literally does. There's a different kind of movement that's required at that level of the game. Now, here's the thing. I'm not going to act like I've personally been in your situation, but that's actually exactly what this video is about. I understand the mechanics of your situation, and because I can step inside of your situation emotionally and mentally, I can translate the invariance of reality, and I can do a system diagnostic. I can see patterns across domains, and I can see how these patterns manifest differently in different ways. I'm not going to go super deep into that in this video, but if you want to check out an article on my Substack, you can go to the link in the description, go to the ontological life support for the levers of civilization. That's the Substack publication. Like, that's a specific section on Substack I have for the levers. And let me go find the actual title. I forgot what it's called. Oh yeah, it's called You Are Not Required to Carry Reality. Yeah. Did you know? That's actually here on YouTube as well. You can watch it here. Yeah, I forgot about that. Oh. That's actually a 2-hour video here on YouTube. So watch that here or go read it on Substack. You are not required to carry reality. What you're required to do is participate. The thing is, you've been seeing your responsibility as infinite weight, and you've been cracking under it. Now, here's the thing. You have so many types of people, so many types of avenues to hold, but the thing is, you don't have any time. Like, you know what I mean? That's why you have a million people that you delegate things to. That's why you have coaches and advisors. That's why you have these things and these resources and these people in place. I'm telling you, you need a Swiss Army knife in your back pocket. Because what most people can't provide you is the level of range and depth that a polymath advisor could. Now, I'm going to be honest. I can't speak for other people. All I can do is speak for myself. All I can do is speak for my polymath architect advisory. Because the thing is, if you're a lover of civilization, you have a finite amount of time to actively spend on learning outside of like building and outside of your craft, right? Outside of serving and outside of building and outside of, extracting lessons from reality, you have a finite amount of time when it comes to learning specific things about, how your people are moving or how they're feeling, or, a specific type of domain, or how to solve a specific problem. Like, you don't have the ability to go super, super deep on certain things, because certain things you have to stay wide with, but you also might not have the ability to go super wide because you have to have a more narrow focus for your mission, for your purpose, for your service. The thing is, the polymath translator doesn't have those constraints. I go as wide as I want, and I go deep as I want. You know what I'm saying? That's how I am. That's my function. And I make my life fit around that. I make my business model, I make my creative practice, my language practice, I make all those things fit around that. Because at the end of the day, when you have self-knowledge, you understand what you're good at, and you understand what you're not so good at. That's why for me, like in the last 2 months as I've been using AI, I've been going through the roof in terms of the level of progress and development that I've been able to actually get into. Because now I had a tool to start delegating to. I couldn't do that before. You know what I'm saying? I actually had the ability to use something as a delegation tool and as a conscious mirror as well. It's been fucking crazy what I've been able to do. You can use me for that, except across ontology, psychology, ethics, metaphysics in general, philosophy, art, actually applying those things to your life, like those previous things, like the philosophy. I'm not just a word nerd or a mental masturbator. I'm a metaphysicist. And I'm worried about how we bring these things to Earth, because that's what actually fucking matters. You know? As much as I love being a nerd. Yo, Brown. It's okay. Come here, Brown. Brown, you want to say what's up to the levers? This guy. Come here, Brown. What's up, bit? It's okay, Brown. I know you miss Mo. I know you miss her. She'll be back soon. All right, I gotta get back to recording, Brian. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Like I was saying. What was I saying? Hello. Back pocket Swiss Army knife. Like I was saying. Yeah. The thing is, the polymath already has, one, the desire to go and search out and learn about these things. But then when you actually say, hey, I'm gonna give you money to focus on helping me and for building stuff for me, learning stuff for me, translating for me, that says, oh, okay, so I can keep being me. I just do it with this and I get to be paid. Sick. Where do we start? When do we start? And why have we not already started? You know what I'm saying, dog? Like, that's how we move. Because the thing is, we're always on the hunt anyway. We're always out going getting it anyway. Da Vinci was just like this, you know? Like, the thing is, people think that, like, Da Vinci... Like, some people think that Da Vinci went and, like, did science for his art. Or he, like, did these things so that he could build things for kings and stuff like that. No. Da Vinci didn't do shit for other people or for outcomes. He did it because he simply couldn't not do it because he was so called by his curiosity. He was so called by the hunt, by his desire to know. He wasn't valuable because he, like, did things and he positioned himself some kind of way and he said, hey guys, I'll do these things for you if you pay me and then I'll go out and I'll make it happen. No. Da Vinci was valuable because he already was those things, and then the king saw that and they got to access it. Da Vinci already understood water mechanics and hydraulics and engineering and building bridges and anatomy. He already understood those things when he wrote his infamous letter to Lodovico. You know what I mean? Like, Now, I'm not going to say I'm at that caliber. Whew. But damn, I'm on the way. When I'm 30, when I'm Da Vinci's age, when he wrote that letter, I'll be there. You better know it, baby. I got 8 years. What? What I am saying is right now, my ability to translate across domains, across philosophy, across architecture, across systems, across AI, across people, across relationship dynamics, across professional dynamics, across like words themselves, from art to philosophy to theology to metaphysics, back to lived human experience and even how we can encode that into AI. Like I've made my own like constraints in like AI systems within, larger long LMLs, whatever, LLMs. But I hold this range and this depth, and I hold a very unique stack. If you want to check out my Diamond Rolodex, if you want to check out the capacities I hold, you can check it out in the description. It's a post on Substack. There's like a compressed version in the description as well. I'm not here to talk shit. I'm here to say that if you're a lever, you have multiplicity that you're called, like required to hold. You have governance, you have people that you have to hold if you're a statesman. You have founders, like people within your industry, in your business, but you also have unique problems to solve, right, within your business. Differentiation, systems. In your religious organization, you have tons of different people, like unique systems, unique people that are coming to God in different ways, all coming to the infinite in different ways. And, even within that, all of you guys are facing the internet and facing social media and are facing constant, thought processes in your mind about what the outside world is judging you for and how you need to defend yourself about them. For them. Thing is, you have so much you're already dealing with. And the thing is, the problem is the gap is that you're actually still not holding enough of the differentiation. You're not holding enough of the multiplicity. You need more capacity. But the problem is you can't just do it all yourself because you don't have any time. That's why if you get an externalized oscillator, right? Like you already delegate, you already understand this principle. You just do this, but for expanding your capacity to be aware and to translate across domains, right? So like instead of you spending 200 hours, you know, studying, you know, ontology and contemplating the nature of reality. I mean, way more than that, thousands. You know, you don't have to do all of the scientific mappings across physics and across mathematics and across algebra and across philosophy and across metaphysics and across psychology and across art and across, you don't have to do all the things that I've already done because I've already done them and I can do it for you. You know what I'm saying? When somebody already has integrated wisdom, it's cleanly transmitted in a condensed and compressed way that is higher leverage for the person receiving it because they got it in less time than the person who acquired it. Right? Like me giving this to you is super high leverage for you. I worked fucking hard for this shit, right? You're just gonna pay me money. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I had to give my life fucking soul for this bitch, bro. You're just gonna pay me money and I'm gonna give it to you. Leverage, like I said. You already understand this principle. And so I'm you know, I'm not gonna talk for too much longer. Because if you see that as valuable, I'm not saying you got to pull the trigger right now. All I'm saying is that when you realize that your people in your circle can't actually hold the perspectives you need to hold, the Swiss Army knife, he's ready to be put in the back pocket. You know what I mean? If we're aligned. You know, we're going to talk. If I don't fuck with you. Yeah, I be talking so much shit.